What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we are taking a look at a life gain list. In the green-white, because, you know, those are the best colors for it, but truthfully, we haven't played a life gain deck here on the channel in a while, and I think this is going to be a really fun one. Lots of cool cards we get to play with, lots of fun interactions, so strap yourselves in as we go take a look at why we're playing all the cards in this particular list over here. Right, as always, if you want to support the channel, hit that join button down below. It's just like having a Patreon, but it's right here on YouTube, so you don't have to go to another website. And I can just do everything here, and you get cool stuff. Also, if you want to protect all your stuff or get a gift for yourself while there's discounts over there, check out ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. Use promo code PowrDragn. They'll save you 5% at checkout, and they'll support the channel. Now, I also want to say something here. Well, we'll talk about it here in a second, but starting with the top of this list, we've got 4 Lunarch Veteran because, you know, gain life, obviously, when creatures come into play. We have 3 Tamiyo Safekeeping, which gain us life, but also protect our creatures, and protects from a lot of sweepers, which is important. We are playing 2 Soul Partition, and I want to give credit here for this. A friend of the channel, MTG Malone, was playing a list like this a couple days ago that I just came across, and he was trying out Soul Partition. I'm not sure how I feel about the card. I'm split on it. I do get that you can both remove something of your opponent's and protect your own thing, but I'm going to try. I had other removal cards in here initially, but I'm going to try this out just to see how I feel about it. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to enjoy it, but I'm a little bit biased. So hopefully the games play out and make me feel different about it. Then we got 4 Voice of the Blessed, because it gets bigger every time you gain life. 4 Gala Greeters, obviously has a life gain option. We have 1 Extraction Specialist, mostly because it has lifelink, but if on the early turns you lose a Gala Greeters or the Voice of the Blessed, you can get it right back with the Extraction Specialist, so that's actually pretty good. Then we have 2 Inspiring Overseer, which again gains life, but it's one of the few ways we have to draw cards, so we want to hold on to that. Then we have 3 Wedding Announcements, and only 3 because we kind of ran out of room for stuff, and this card's really good, and ultimately pumps our team and makes it a little bit more difficult for the opponent to deal with our stuff. But yeah, I like this a lot. We are playing 2 Taurens, Fist of the Angels, and the reason we're going with this is it produces an extra creature every time we play something. And if we have triggers from things with creatures coming into play, that's a bonus. If we already have flipped a Wedding Announcement, we're getting at least a 2/2 off of it every time. And those all have training, so when you attack, they're all going to get bigger if you're attacking with a creature larger than them, which we should have a creature larger than them, so I expect it's going to work out the way we want. Then we have 3 Sarah Paragon, because pretty much all the good stuff in the deck all cost 3 or less. So getting to play these out of the graveyard is great. Especially if you get to replay a Wedding Announcement, then you're getting more bodies. You get to play Extraction Specialist, that gets another creature back. So lots of cool stuff we can do here. And again, another opportunity to replay the Voice of the Blessed. Then we got 2 Cigar to Splendor, because if we're gaining a bunch of life, we get to draw cards. It's a good late game option to have available, especially against the control decks where they're not really attacking you. And then you're just getting extra cards while you sit there to get back in the game. So we'll see if it works out. I think it's a neat option. And then we have 2 Wandering Emperor, because you get to remove things, which also gain life. But getting to pump your creatures up, letting you force stuff through is pretty good. And then again, if you just need something to trigger to make more creatures, this will do that for you. We have 1 Platoon Dispenser. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but it's a neat late game card. It's a 4/6. It lets us make bodies if we need to. Again, getting those triggers, but it also lets us draw cards, because we don't have a ton of ways to do that. But we'll see. I'm just playing 1 of. We'll see how it plays out. If it's good, we'll keep it. If not, we're probably replacing it. And then, of course, we have 3 Steel Seraph, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite cards out of the new set. Mostly because you can give something lifelink. But if we need to give something flying, great. That works too. Or our big things that already fly, they can have lifelink. Or vigilance, I guess, if you're in a situation where you just need to block something. But mostly you're going to be choosing flying or lifelink. The lands, we've got 2 Iganjo, 10 plains, 4 forests, 4 brushland, 4 overgrown farmland. So not too crazy. It is only 12 green sources, but realistically, we're only playing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So not a lot. So we should, and we only need 1. So this should be fine, I would think, but we'll see. Otherwise, y'all go enjoy the games. Definitely catch up with me at the back of the video, because I have no doubt we're going to be talking about swapping cards out of this list. And yeah, go have fun. I'll catch you on the back end of the video. Alright, would have been nice if that would have come into play on tap. That would have set us up real nicely for the later turns, but this might be okay. Alright, let's slow this down. Oh, there's, of course, the white land we don't need anymore. This slows down some of our other spells, but we can still play the Veteran. We could still play Wedding Announcement. We can still play Steel Seraph. So, like, this is mostly fine. The biggest thing here is, can we gain enough life and or possibly grow the Gala Greeters big enough to where we don't have to care about a lot of these other things? So what I'm probably going to do is just play Steel Seraph, know that it can probably get hit by something like a Brutal Cathar next turn. And I'm just going to make a treasure here. So we have access to Wandering Emperor if we want it. We're not going to block with the Gala Greeters anyway. So I think here we just give the Gala Greeters flying and get in for one. It's not a lot, but if we're not going to block with it, I feel like we might as well get something for it. And just know we're probably taking 6+ this turn if they have something to pump their team, because we're not going to block with the Seraph. One gets indestructible, one has first strike, so we're going to end up probably around 12 life or less here. Unless they're just going to kill the Seraph, which if they do is not terrible for us, to be honest. Alright, there's one Veteran. What's the other 2 mana for? Okay, that's it? Sure. We'll take that. That is more than reasonable. So here, now we can attack with the Steel Seraph, gain the 3 life. So this is fine. This is okay. Because we have so much life gain, I think that... Oh, okay, well, this becomes kind of interesting as an option, doesn't it? This is rather intriguing. Because now we could play this, get a couple of life. I think we might do that, actually. And we'll just sit on the Wandering Emperor until a later turn. We will get another treasure? I guess it doesn't matter, because we're going to have other creatures come into play at the end of turn anyway. It's all fine and good. We might just take the life gain, though. Give this... Actually, if we leave this back, there's an off chance we could block the Veteran and keep it from attacking. But if we go to 15, we block with the 1/1, we gain... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give this lifelink. If they do something to it, they do something to it. Could have also given it Vigilance, but I wanted to gain the life and get a little bit further out of reach here if we can. Because, I mean, we're probably chump blocking with the human token, but we'll see where it goes from here. Alright, Cathar probably going after us. Oh no, going after Gala Greeters. Okay. That's actually probably better for them, because if something happens to the Cathar, you'd be giving us a big creature back with the Steel Seraph. Yeah, we're fine with that. We're chump blocking just the same, so it doesn't change anything. They bottom both. Interesting. Okay. Well, the good news here is we really didn't lose much life. We started the previous turn at 12, ended up at 18. Now we're taking 5. Actually, we didn't take that. We took 3 because they only attacked with that. Yeah, so overall, that was actually not bad for us. Give this lifelink again. The unfortunate part here, though, is that if we don't play anything, they get to flip the Cathar, which kind of sucks. But even if we play Taurens, like we're playing Taurens and keeping a safekeeping, so whatever. They just get to flip the Cathar, it's fine. It just means that if they attack with it, we have to just get rid of the Cathar. But it does get us back a Gala Greeters, which is kind of alright here. And we're okay with that. We gain 3 more life. That's fine. I didn't expect we were going to get to hold that for very long anyway. Great. We'll take it. So we still lose 3, but then we gain 1 from a creature coming in, so it's fine. Actually, do we want to get rid of this? Because that's where their value is coming from right now. Nah. Let's just do this. They can have the value. I'm willing to gamble. It's fundamentally, I think it's wrong. I should be getting rid of the Guardian, because that's going to be the hardest thing to kill. However, I feel like we have enough life. Things are kind of going to go our way for the most part here, so... Oh, they left both on top. That's concerning. We will be blocking, though. Okay, we will get at least 1 creature into play. Then all of our stuff is going to get +2 on the next turn. That is not bad to have. This is only going to be 1 legendary creature, though. So that doesn't greatly help us. Alright, we'll +1.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Gain some life. Actually, I'm going to take a treasure here, actually. Just to open up options for next turn if we want to use Eiganjo with something. Oh, actually, we can use Eiganjo here because... Oh, never mind. I forgot. I thought I was only going to have 1 land on tap, but I have 2. Okay, well, is what it is. No attacks in the turn. We will take the +1, so we have a bigger body. Alright. I'm sure it's some other removal card here or something, but we'll see. If so, we'll just have to use our Tamiyo safekeeping and call it what it is. Because it looks like they are going to be targeting something. Yep, there's Brutal Cathar. Going after our Gallagreeters or our Taurens. Alright, cool. We're going to stop that. Now it might just be a case that we can outpace the opponent potentially here. They also can't attack with the Guardian unless they want to risk it dying because... I mean, they could still pump it up, I guess. But they don't have a card in hand here, which I understand. They played the Cathar thinking they were going to get rid of something, which they absolutely should have. It makes sense. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure these blocks really concern us all that much. Yeah, because if they attack with the Siege Veteran, we're definitely blocking it. But they are really concerned about the Wandering Emperor, it looks like. Yeah, I don't know what their best attack situation is here, what they're hoping for the outcome. Because us having a 4/4 Gallagreeters with a shield, mind you. Well, I guess it's hexproof during the turn. It's indestructible, so it's not going to die. So we can block the Alia with it if we want to. Though it would give them another 1/1, and we have to be aware of that. Alright, so we have all 3 things going. No, this is going at us. These 2 are going... That's an even stranger attack. It would make more sense to just have all of them go with that, right? Wow, I actually have a decision to make here, though. Like, if I kill those things, they get 1/1s, but do I care? Because I could always toss this at something, and this... Maybe... Damn. Alright, maybe we just do this, and just do this, and just take 5, I guess. I mean, that stops our creatures from being threatening on future turns. Oh, that sucks. We didn't want that. Alright, well, them flipping a Cathar is not going to be a lot of fun. But we do get a 3/3 for our troubles. So we'll +1 this, I guess. Interesting that we get to use 2 Eiganjos if things go right. So that's kind of cute. But we needed to draw a non-land thing there, though. Almost anything would have been pretty good. But the opponent doesn't have great attacks here. Now, admittedly, their attacks are worse because we have Eiganjos. They don't know that. Oh, are they coming after our wedding festivities? Just the Guardian. We can live with that. If all you're attacking with is Guardians, great. Here's an interesting thing. Do we throw both Eiganjos at it? Because without that, they don't really have anything, and they're going to spend at least a card to try to keep it alive. So let's just do that. It's like a little bit wasteful, but at that point, we have the numbers. Sure. They topped both. Ooh. Yep, well, opponent gave up anyway. We go first. All right, sure. Why not? Playing against Boozy. Oh, no, I feel like I've played Boozy before. They must be one of those players that's ranks at roughly the same times I do, because I feel like I've run into them multiple times. All right, our veteran didn't die a horrible death, so that's good. All right, veteran, go get some. It's probably going to die here to a cut down. But if it does, it does. All right. Nope. Okay, we end the turn. Not sure if I'd actually use a soul partition here. I probably wouldn't. All right. Well, we're going to try to roll out these other cards that hopefully they have trouble dealing with. Now, if you want to kill a veteran so I don't gain the life, probably worth doing. I mean, obviously, we can get it back later, but... March? Sure, that makes sense. But it's a graveyard trespasser. Okay, so I don't get that back. That's a thing. I guess it's good I wasn't planning on that. No attacks. Alright, you have a Shieldred. Unfortunately, I have the land to still make all the plays I want here. Excellent. I don't even have to waste that. Great. And we get a card. No attacks. Team's about to be big. Just keyword big. Oh, of course. You have a backup one. Why wouldn't you? Sure, we'll take damage. We attack with the flyer. And nothing else, I don't think, here. We just attack with that. Because we get another body, and our things are 3/3s now. And now we can attack with those if we really want to. I mean, I guess I should have just played Paragon. But I didn't really have anything in the yard to even get back, so we're just putting it at risk for no reason. But the fact that it would be a 5 power and I could be attacking with it in the next turn is probably worth the risk. The opponent's only at 20, though, so they can't even really attack. And we'll probably, like, triple block a Graveyard Glutton if it comes this way. Ah, good thing we didn't play the Paragon. Now we might actually get extra value. We will definitely get extra value now. That's good stuff. Like that. And we get some of that life back. Love it. Okay. No attacks. Let's see what the opponent's got for us. I mean, I ain't even mad if they use an Invoke Despair, because we'll get to replay the wedding announcement, so I'd be okay with that. Okay, and then I think what we're going to do here is we might just attack with a great many things on our turn. With the opponent being so low. I mean, they've got to do something. We're at 15. I mean, we've got 7 in the air, plus all that on the ground. They can only do that so many times. That's an interesting one. I don't know how it's going to help us necessarily, but let's go. I mean, obviously they can crew Bankbuster or whatever. That's whatever. Our goal is going to be to kill the Shieldred if we can. Though the other Shieldred is on deck. But our team is mostly lethal. I mean, that's 12 and 7 is 19. It's 22. They will gain a life back, though, next turn. 13. Let's assume we take 4, 5, 6. This would be a loss of 1. But then this would be a bigger body. We could also discard one of these and replay it with the Paragons. So discarding doesn't harm us if we need to do that. All right, I'm just going to do this. Because we don't kill them either way. But this puts them low enough that either flyer plus the combination of other things gets the job done. Let's see how the opponent blocks here. Ooh, we do get to hit Shieldred. Excellent. They can keep the Bank Buster. We don't care about that. I mean, we care, but not enough. Not really. Alright, opponent's Goops. Ooh, this one we're gonna mulligan. Alright, we'll try this. I kind of really want the Steel Seraph, but I also... You know what? I'm going to take a chance here, and we're just going to do this. And we're going to try to draw a third land. And if we don't, well, okay, we did. We answered that song in one note. Love it. That's going to be a real problem. I don't think we're set up to be able to beat opposing Angel decks. It's going to be a real issue. I think this one might be over before it starts. Okay, well, fortunately, all they had was Wedding Announcement. That feels like that could have been way worse there. Yeah, we just go with this. Gain the life. Hopefully, this survives. I don't know that it will. It's at least out of range of cut down. I don't know why I almost said chop down. I feel like that's a different Magic card. No blocks here in the event that they just have more Iganjos. Oh, I guess they were expecting us to block and we didn't. I mean, I didn't have much reason to, honestly. However, this is cool. So we gain the life there. Gain the life from this coming into play. So we'll just get +1, I guess. Give this flying. Actually, don't even have to give it flying. We just give it lifelink. Yeah, because all you have is Paragon to block with, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, here it comes. Opponent goes to 15. And as long as they don't exile it, we can play Extraction Specialist and get it back into play. And automatically get counters on it. So that's really good too. Now, what does it do for the rest of the game going forward? I have no idea. Alright, cool. Again, we kind of saw that coming, so not a huge surprise. I was going to say, now we'll block the 1/1. Like, that would have definitely benefited us then. Let's go with Extraction Specialist. I'm going to get the +1 here. So when this comes into play, I can now take the life gain option. And, it doesn't really do much. We'll give that lifelink, but it doesn't do anything. Like, we can't attack with it or anything here. Alright. Gotta find some other useful creatures. I think the real gold might be to attack, get the Extraction Specialist killed, and then find a our Paragon. Probably be the best thing. But otherwise, we're going to need some help here, for sure. But our life total is fairly high, so even if the opponent gets a couple of big angels, it doesn't hurt us that much. And they're at 14, but we're not really big enough to force the issue just yet. Wandering Emperor wouldn't be bad. Being able to give something first strike could help out, potentially. There's Eliza. Yeah, assume that would be there somewhere. Not a huge surprise. Alright, well, we got part of our plan enacted. Give this flying. Just so they can't block with the 2/2s, and we like force them to block with something else real. I mean, they'll gain life from blocking, so you know, that's the whole thing. But it does unlock our Voice of the Blessed, which is important. I'm gonna go ahead and take a +1 here. And end the turn. Oh, I forgot, because Eliza, we don't get anything back from the yard. Oops. I guess I should have made that into an 8/8 instead. Alright, they found another go for the throat. Fair enough. They have another kill spell for our Voice of the Blessed? That's sad if they do. Oh, Rite of Oblivion. Alright, cool. I'm going to give this to the opponent. Our start was just too slow and they're way ahead here. What? Alright, we'll try. Oh, against mono red, and we don't even have an early play? Oh, this is going to be brutal. Yeah, this is not going to go well for us. I mean, I guess that's some assurance. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play this, knowing that it's likely to die. And then at least we get to go veteran into this. So we'll get 1 point and turn this into a 3/3. So that's something. Alright, we're going to take a pile of damage here. But we're going to offset some of it. Get the +1. Take 1, but then we gain 3. And I might as well attack, because I don't think I'm blocking with that, especially since we have this. The best thing for us would be to find another veteran, so we could play this and make another body. That would be great. Alright, opponent's going to Impulse. Did find another Phoenix chick, which is annoying, because that's another 2 points. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 is what we're looking at here. 7 going to 7. We're not going to block, though. I mean, because we gain 1. Gain another, so like... Oh, not if they kill our veteran, though. They're going to kill one of our creatures. If they have a burn spell here. Doesn't make sense to not do so. So we're hoping to draw another veteran. Or a Tameo Safekeeping. Not that was the answer. Maybe we find one off of this? Oh, no, but you ain't bad, that's for sure. Alright, that's something. Okay, well, we know whatever we block with is probably going to end poorly here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, I guess if those are 2 play with fires, that's gross. It would have to be like exactly play with fire, right? Nobody's playing anything else that would be that scary. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, that sucks. It's a lightning strike, isn't it? Alright, I guess we gotta give it up. We're gonna take extra damage. Oh, it wasn't a lightning strike. What? Okay, we got away with one. That was totally not expected. Okay, then. We're going to play this. Get a life. Get that bigger. We're going to give this lifelink. Yeah. All right. Okay. This is reasonable. Even having an extraction specialist early for Gallagrators is kind of nice. We'll keep it. Well, let's see if this dude dies a horrible death right off the bat. No. Okay, well that's some good news. Small victories. We will take the hit. Back up Gallagrators. Would have liked for you to have been to a land, but hey, you know, we'll take what we can get. This gonna be a, oh no, I thought it was gonna be a werewolf. That's interesting. Huh. Alright, we go to 15. I feel like we've gotten a little lucky thus far, but, you know, I'll take it. Oh boy, it's tempting to do this, but I mean, if we do, we get to leave safekeeping open. But I also kind of want a bigger power creature here. And we get to, you know what? Let's do it. Let's see if we can dig a little deeper. I'm gonna, as much as I want to take the life against a red deck, I'm gonna put the plus. And no, I'm gonna take the treasure. Who am I kidding? All right, that's maybe something. Make some blockers here. If we get another land, we can Tauren. Actually, I guess we could just, yeah, all right. That's possible. Found a Rada's Firebrand. That could be annoying with the size of the creatures we have out. Yeah, we're definitely going to block. You are real nice. I don't know if you can survive. That is a real question. Let's see. This only gets stuff that's 2 or less. So if we do this, get a treasure, what does that do for us next turn? Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Man. Having the option for all that life gain just, it's too good to pass up. Alright, treasure. Attacking. Nope, we're not going to attack. No attacks. Partly because if the opponent makes something not block, we could give something else +1 and or protection from Tameo safekeeping, and then we could still block the Firebrand. I wonder if their hand was just a bunch of mana and the Reckless Impulses. No, I guess not. There we go. That answers that. They may not even attack here, though, because they just don't want to give up the Firebrand. No, or we're wrong. All right. I'll just give that hexproof just because, whatever. And then we'll just block. There we go. Now we got something. Now we're talking. We're just going to make 2 treasure with those. And then we're going to burn those. And we're going to get the life gain. And the life gain. Oh, I did that wrong. I forgot I had the 1/1 coming into play. Oh, I screwed up. That should easily have been a 5/5. Or a 4/4. Oops. Alright, well, if I lose it, I have both of these, so that's fine. Not the end of the world. Yeah, we're okay with that. It's not ideal, but it's fine. It would have died anyway, because it would have gotten an extra +1, even if it was a 4/4. So we're not going to worry about it. We'll just take it. We're at 21. And we have a pile of life gain incoming. That's also really good. Alright, let's do it. We will get more treasure. Then that coming in, we'll get some +1s. +1. Then that coming in, we'll get the life gain. And then we're going to attack for a lot. Here we go. Yep. Sure. We'll keep this. Gonna be an interesting sequence if these live. I don't know what the likelihood of that is, but if they do. Alright, Phoenix Chick, you're in there. We'll go to 19. Oh, okay. Well, we do this. So this actually isn't awful, because we assume we lose Gala Greeters here. We can play Greeters and Veteran, get a treasure. So then we open up this as an option to get back probably the Gallagreators that dies. Alright. And nothing to kill our greeter. Wow, okay. Okay. I'm not mad at it, let me tell you. It's pretty good. Then we... As much as I would like to have extra life here, this works way better for us. I think we'll do this. And we'll... I guess it doesn't matter. We take treasure. And then here we'll take the 2 life and a treasure. And attack for 1. So this got real interesting. The opponent has to start killing some of these off. You can't just let us have life forever, right? I mean, maybe they're going to play Mechanized Warfare here? Yep. But our goal now, and they don't even get the bonus from that. Yeah, we're going to be gaining more than they're going to deal to us for sure. So we're just going to do this. And we're going to get all the bonuses, so I don't think it really matters. +1, +1. Gain 2, gain 2. Attack. Yeah, we ended up at 21 life there after all that. And anything that dies, we could definitely replay, so we're not too concerned. Yep. I mean, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because he has training, 12, 13. We would not kill them, so sure, I guess we'll block. Actually, if I'm going to do that, let's block more damage. Alright, that works for me. +1, +1. Gain 2, gain 2. Attacks. Alright. That's a pretty good game against mono red. Alright, we definitely have to keep this. Now, do we get to turn these into anything? That's going to be a whole different question, but let's see what we can do. You were just a turn late there, little veteran. Would have been good, too, because we played that. And then this, ugh, would have been so great. Yeah, not blocking. In case you were wondering. Not interested. No Rafine, though. Liliana, sure.
No more distractions. Let's make this work.
Not mad at that. Let's go with this. And then I think I might just discard Seraphir and play another Wedding Announcement. Or we'll play Veteran and Wedding Announcement, but... maybe? Oh, Destroy Evil. Well, we're still going to do it. Doesn't stop us. Our plan remains the same.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Alright, and we have a land to discard there. And we'll go ahead and get some action in on there.
You chose the wrong day to cross me.
Alright. Sorin sounds good. Sadly, Sorin will be able to protect Liliana, which we don't like. But they're not taking the option to protect Liliana. Interesting.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
And they didn't want to discard. So what is that last card? Huh. Not gonna lie, I'm a little perplexed here. But hey, we'll just take a card then.
It's no
And
fun
play
when
this.
they hit back.
Ooh, boy. That doesn't help us. Yeah, we need some real help here. Assuming they're looking for something to kill our Voice of the Blessed.
To know my secrets? Very well.
Nice. That helps quite a bit, actually. Well, I think I will just get a wedding announcement back. Oh, no, I won't, because I only have 2 mana available. I guess I'm getting this dude back. And 3 for... I mean, I guess you could have another Iganjo. Which sucks, because we know you have that in hand, but, like, we can't not do it, so, sure. Oh, you don't have the mana for it. You don't have any legends in play. Let's get a +1. Start working on pumping other things so we can attack with a lot. What's his ultimate? I always forget on this guy because nobody ever triggers it.
Times call for dire tactics.
13 damage to any target. Alright, and they gain 13, sure. We will definitely be attacking Soren to try and kill him here. A little surprised it didn't minus to make a blocker, considering we have... Huh. Actually, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You don't have any flyers. I mean, we can give this +2. Yeah. Alright. I mean, I don't know what we would lose these to, so I'm like, that's 12. We're about to be 13. Give this lifelink, I guess. I mean, they fly. And we have safekeeping, so neither creature is going to get targeted here. Alright, we'll take it. Alright, we'll keep this. This is a little bit dodgy, but let's see. Be perfect if we can get a 2-mana thing off the top. That would actually help us a bunch. But the deck doesn't care about being helpful right now. Alright, cool. I thought there was a chance that I was going to die to something there, but it didn't. Teachings. Okay, so this is probably some graveyard shenanigans. They are playing cut downs, and there's definitely Reanimator stuff happening. Blah, that's not good for us. No attacks. So whatever we're going to do, we got to do it quick. Because we have maybe 2 turns before we're staring at big Toxrils. No blocks. This is not good for us. That's going to be an even bigger problem. Okay, well, that helps. No attacks. I mean, at least they're going to have a reasonable life total, so that's not the end of the world. But, boy, we had a very non-aggressive hand here. Still going to have to take 3 here.
Anyone who harms my
Getting rid of that.
people must contend with me.
So we go to 15. Take 2 to go to 13. Yeah, it's just not worth it since these are going to become 2/2s next turn. More teachings, which puts more things in the yard. More reasonable target. Oh, they had an Olivia. Yep. Yep, that's bad. That's real bad. Okay, we're going to do the only thing we can do. I should have played this so I didn't lose a point there, but it's fine. Yeah, +1. One of these duders, because they're probably going to go to blocking duty at some point. No
Remember
attacks.
your training.
Sure. Cut down does its thing. All right. Sure, sounds good. Well, here comes the Reanimator stuff. Yep. All right. Okay, this is something. But not bad, because we can go veteran into this, or... Well, we'll see. Depends on what we draw. There's a couple other lines we could take. But it looks like we might just need all the life we can get. Alright. I'm tempted to block here. I don't think we will, because we already have a voice in hand. But if we didn't, I think there is a world where I might actually not block. As weird as that sounds. That becomes a little more interesting. So we will risk taking a point to protect something. But now it means we could Voice of the Blessed, get a 4/4, protect it, maybe go Seraph for Wedding Announcement into something. This starts to become a little more interesting. Alright. No attacks. Obviously they can just Guardian attack for 4. That's fine. Maybe more if they play anything that pumps their team, like that guy. Sure. Yeah, I'm fine with that, actually. We'll take the 6. Ooh, they topped both. We'll see. If they don't play a land, I'll assume the top one's a land. If they do, then I have no clue. It could be anything. Yeah, do your worst. We ain't blocking. Okay. So they didn't. Alright, so that's what the top card's probably going to be. Let's go ahead and just play this. And I'm going to assume at least one thing over there is a Brutal Cathar. Could be completely wrong, but I'm willing to live with that assumption. Yep, we weren't wrong. We lose 1, but we gain 2, and then we turn this into a 5/5, so that's fine. And we kind of blank an attack, because then they would just have to waste a card, which is great. Would like a card. Man, we're really digging for lands here, so... this sucks. Not the way I want to do it. I would have much rather played a Steel Seraph here. Mostly because of that extra life gain. Especially if we lose the voice on the next turn. It's going to be real problematic, but... is what it is. We at least get in for a big 8-ball. Then we get to attack for 2. Alright. That's not bad for us. They only had just the 1 Cathar, so that's great. So, then we block here. And we block here. So we kill those off. Take away future value. We're going to go with this. Actually, no. Maybe yes. I was thinking about getting greedy and waiting, but there's no point. Yep, I think I say just make that into a 10 and then we're good. Oh boy, easy mulligan there. I'll keep this, but we're really gambling, honestly, Actually, gang. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of that. Pretty much need this to be an untapped land here for this to even have any functionality going forward. It was not. Alright, we're pretty much doomed. Cards did not cooperate. Can't imagine any way this goes better for us here. Alright. We'll go with this only because we have the extraction specialist. So even like Liliana or whatever, we get rid of the Galley Greeters. Play the specialist, get it back. We'll see how that works. Interesting. Okay, then let's do this. Oh, they don't even have a kill spell here. Ooh. Lifelink? I don't know what they would flash in here. Nothing? Alright. Okay. Shieldred. Makes sense. Not fighting that. You're good. Wow. What do we do now then? Well, if we know you don't have removal cards, I mean, I guess we gotta try. We gotta get the treasure here, though. As much as I want the lifelink. Alright. I'm assuming it's land Invoke Despair. Or was multiple Shieldreds plus stuff. But that's a lot of cards to just have, like, nothing be there. Alright. I mean, if they get us, they get us. Sure. Doesn't greatly change much for us. We can do this, get that in. Lifelink. Attack. End the turn. I mean, I'm sure we're going to get rid of Shieldred and they'll just play another one, but, like, we can't do anything about it. I mean, if they don't play anything, then I guess we just play our Duder, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. If they didn't have removal spells, I can't imagine what else you would have. But this does offset a draw for a turn, so it's not like the worst thing. And then Shieldred number 2. Yep. Sometimes you just know things. Okay. This should help a bit, though. +1. Here.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Lifelink. Attack. Alright. I mean, it could be another Path of Peril. Sure, you got a downfall.
That's it then.
I mean, I wasn't going to be doing much more with that. Opponent's at 15. So we take 6, we go to 9. Weaken Extraction Specialists. Another voice into play. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Underdog. Sounds like a plan. We will Specialist. A voice. Give this. Oh, I did that wrong. Dang it. I should have given the other thing lifelink. I forgot it was already flying. Ah, well. That could come back to bite us. That is 2 points we didn't get. Invoke Despair, sure. That's going to end it, and we got the game. because we definitely have more than 10 in the air. Yep, GG's. All right, that was a good one. Okay, now having played those games, I really feel like we picked up some information that we like. So I think the thing is, Platoon Dispenser just didn't cut it at all. Like, the only times I had it, were in hands I mulliganed anyway, and it was never an option to keep. So that already kind of turns it off for me a little bit. So I want to get rid of that. And then I'm also willing to get rid of the Sigarda Splendors. While it's neat and getting the cards would be good, it's kind of narrow focused, as its best options are in the control matchups. Which, don't get me wrong, like, it's nice to have options for that, but we do have things like Paragon to get stuff out of the graveyard. We've got an Extraction Specialist to get stuff back. We have Wedding Announcement, right? We have some things that aren't bad in those fights anyway. So I would be fine to go without these. I'm sure as soon as I say that, I'll probably play 4 control decks in a row and I'll be upset about it. But I think that's the way we need to go with that. And then the exchanges, now we have 3 extra spots. And I think we only have, let's see, we've got 10, 12. So we only have 24 lands. So we don't want to mess with that too much. So what we're probably looking to do here is I'm definitely going to play an extra Tamiyo safekeeping. I think this is actually important. I think we have enough things with a bunch of spot removal. There's weird land draws where sometimes you only have the 1 land available to use it. So I do like the option of being able to save something more often, especially if you already have grown a big Voice of the Blessed, or maybe you've got a Paragon. I think we saw that in one game where, like, that was the difference of keeping that alive to get a couple things out of the yard. So yeah, definitely want to do that. With the last 2 spots, I think I'm willing to go to an additional Paragon, which again is trying to make up for, like, if they kill our early creatures, right? And I think the options come down to either playing another Extraction Specialist or adding another removal card. That being said, I think Extraction Specialist is a fine card to go extra on, but we don't have that much removal. We do have Wandering Emperors, which is nice. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut these, because for me, Soul Partitions just weren't enough. And I feel like with us adding in Tamiyo safekeeping, it makes the Soul Partitions not as much of an importance for protecting our own things. And if we're going to mostly be using them to kill things, then I think I want to go with either Fateful Absence and 1 Destroy Evil, maybe. I don't think white has anything that's like an exile permanent thing. I think this is what the final list is going to look like. I don't mind this overall. I think this is pretty solid. And yeah, but anyway, let's talk about what we learned about these games other than just updating the deck. Now, the good thing was, as expected, we did beat most of the aggro decks, or at least hung with them pretty tightly. And, you know, stuff like mono red wasn't a problem. I think the surprise for me was how well we held up against the black decks. I thought that was going to be a little bit more of a problem between the removal, and I guess Invoke Despair doesn't matter that much because we have extra creatures to sacrifice. We have a couple of enchantments, so that helps out too. So yeah, maybe overall it's not really a problem. And really, one of the biggest issues is they normally have the ability to kill you with Shieldred, but if you're gaining 4 life or 6 life a turn, then it doesn't really matter that they have Shieldred. Like, you lose your 2 and you're like, okay, whatever. And you just come over the top because we have more flyers. So yeah, I think those actually worked out pretty well. So if those are problem matchups for you, that's a pretty good starting point. We didn't get to play against mono blue, but interestingly enough, we do have a bunch of small creatures, so that could be a problem for the blue decks too early. So I think we at least have a shot against those, but don't know what that looks like. Otherwise, I think this is actually a pretty fun deck, fairly easy to play, no real major, like, secretive things you need to know. So yeah, I think if you want to play it and you have the cards, I would go for it. And I think the only new cards we had to list, other than the lands, were maybe just Steel Seraph. So that's actually pretty cool. Pretty easy to build if you've played the other versions of this from previous sets. So yeah, go have fun with this one. Lifegain. It's actually a thing right now. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Luxodon Hierarch. The cool thing about this card is it's kind of a forgotten card. It's been reprinted a couple of times, but never really had a crazy amount of value. I think even at its peak, it may have only peaked at like $1, $1.50. But the cool part about this card is that it's a sizable body to start with, and you gain 4 life when it comes into play. But if your opponent has a sweeper, as long as they're not exiling, you can just protect your whole team. And that's actually something that goes overlooked. And I have to admit, it's a card I've even skipped over a few times when I've been building and playing Commander with green and white and a creature deck. So this might even be one I go back to playing because the card's actually kind of surprising and super cheap. I wouldn't be surprised if you pay no more than probably 50 to 75 cents to get your hands on one of these. Now, if you enjoyed today's deck list and you like crazy things and doing different things, check out this Rakdos list we have. Not only is it an artifact-based creature deck, but it also plays Draconic Destiny. Not something you see very much of. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.